function, so I never have to type in a password or anything. I just sit down in front of it, even if it's sleeping, and it immediately knows I'm here, looks for my face, and turns itself off, puts passwords in. Yeah, it's nice at night because you don't have to screw around. And the other thing that's nice is that I can allow the screens to blank after 1 minute when I'm at night. And when I do that, then if I have to go to the screen, then I can walk over and it'll come back on. But otherwise, I can look at the scope without dealing with the lights from this. So it works out pretty well. This is Solar Continuum, the Beta Solar Continuum. It's actually green, but I'm using, I actually have this running the, this is a Samsung 2000, and I'm running it off the Malincam software. So I can play with it a little bit. So here, bring it back to green. That's what it really looks like. Yeah, I think this is I think this SVO 105 is F7, and I think I'm wondering whether like a 0.5 Antares reducer would do this, take it down far enough. Yeah, it's got the Herschel wedge on it, which I really like. It does take a lot of back focus though, that wedge. No doubt about that. Yeah, a lot of detail. And I don't use the SVO 105 very often, so it's kind of nice because I'm using it a lot more. That's a great picture. Really? Does he like that? Because I saw that one, Jack. So I'm wondering if I went up to that, yeah, if I went to that kind of reduction, I'm wondering whether I could get the whole sun in. I'd like to be able to get a full sun picture in here, you know. But the only way you can do it is to with a focal reducer, and the MF3 I'm using now. Yeah, I'm using the MF3 actually, or MRF3 or whatever, rocks. And I've got a 0.5, I've got the 1.5 millimeter, yeah, MFR3, and I've got 1 5mm spacer in there. If I put 2 in, I'm really pushing it on the back focus. I can do it, but I'm just, you know, at the edge. So that's about 0.7. So I wonder if 0.5 would do it. Might pull it in. I think I'm going to get one of those because that would be terrific if I could get the whole thing in there.
What can maybe you can go to...
It's amazing how sharp that camera is. You know, for solar, it makes me feel better not to use the extreme on the sun.
You know what I mean?
There's just something about that gave me the willies. I don't know.
That's great.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be a whole lot. I thought it was a whole lot more than
yeah,
$80 or something.
I know, isn't it something?
Yeah, that's really good.
Craig turned me on to that. You know, he was broadcasting that transit, and it was beautiful. And I said to him, you know, what kind of camera is this? It's like it was a Samsung. You know,
Sure,
it's a
surprise.
I were the lens.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He's rolling in, and I got a great picture. You can use it for planets too. I may try it for planets.
Are you the first one that decided to try to do that?
Well,
no,
a lot of people use these for pretty much the same thing as they use the Malincam for, but there's no comparison in quality as far as the pictures are concerned. So a lot of people use them for video astronomy, for like you look at night sky objects, deep sky objects and things. But you know, they don't have the light cam. The Malincams are so sophisticated. But for this, there's so much light. I mean, all you're trying to do really with solar is get rid of light and get right down to it. So, you know, and it's got good resolution. Yeah. I mean, it's like really clean. Great picture. And that's the net picture going out. You know, the monitor picture is really good too. Very sharp. I mean, you know, this little batch over here, these new guys, I mean, they're even getting bigger as we're watching, I think. These
Oh, they
guys,
are.
don't you
They
think?
are.
Yeah. And I mean, you can just sit here during the day and just watch this thing, especially if you're down, you can go downstairs. Now that it's hooked up to the computers, you can do it downstairs and adjust it downstairs. Yeah, it is getting pretty low. I've got the, right. Matter of fact, I'm going to raise it here a little bit, pick up a little more light.
Dark and what?
Yeah,
What time is it?
it's getting dark. It's going to be dark soon. This is nice though with this pier that comes up. I can raise it up and I can keep pulling it in until it gets pretty low. Actually, what actually happens here, it's kind of funny. Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to just say. Craig, what happens is the sun gets down and it goes behind these sailboats and the masts come up in the middle of the picture. It's hilarious. The first time it happened, I was like, what the heck is that? Looked like it was right on the sun. There was this mast from this sailboat moving back and forth over the sun. And it took me like, I'm like, what in God's name could that be? I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at the lenses, thinking, what could that possibly be? And I look out, and right the sun's sitting behind a sailboat. It was really funny. Craziness, absolutely crazy. But it's Florida, you know.